Well, the transfer window took a lot longer than I thought it would take because I had to do it twice. There is a bug in the Radeon 5700 cards where you don't get a black screen on a display, and I had a browser window open, and I was reading the Passion for FM thing on training, and it went dark. There's a way you can go in and kill it by selecting the proper tabs and whatnot, but for some reason, when I did that, the entire system shut down, and I was in the middle of the transfer window, and like an idiot, I hadn't saved. And then to top it off, I realized this when I started recording this episode. I have a desk lamp right over my desk here, and when I started recording, I'm going to pull it in here real quick. Maybe you'll see it. I couldn't figure out what this blue thing at the top was, and I realized, oh, that's the inside of my lamp. The blue light's coming off the camera that's telling me it's on, and went back and looked at my other video. Yeah, it was there the entire time. But it blended in the last one. It really shouldn't stand out. You may not have noticed it until I just pointed it out. But that said, the transfer window's over. We got one game today after to recap what's been going on in the January window, and we'll get that underway now. My name's FM20, and it's time to get real. So, after the 1-1 draw against Real Murcia, we played Malaga, who is a parent club, and we drew with them 2-2. This wasn't a bad game. We really didn't try our hardest, to be honest with you. And then we played Malaga B 7 days later, and we got thumped 2-0. I'm not quite sure why. If you'll notice, Danny Pacheco scored for Malaga here, and he also scored for Malaga B here, which leads me to believe that their B team is really, really good. We were away at Tenerife. We won 3-1 thanks to goals by Ballesteros. He had a brace of them, and Miguel Martin had a goal. And then against Linense, which I thought this was going to be a fairly easy game, we just got absolutely bossed. It was horrible. We lost 3-1. Miguel Martin had a 59th minute goal, giving him 10 for the season, I want to say. Or 11. We'll check on that here in a minute. And it was just a bad game. And then against Recreativo de Huelva, we drew 1-1 thanks to a goal by Miguel Martin. Go here. He leads us with 10 goals. We are currently in 9th place. 10th and above. That's all I'm asking. And that should be eminently doable as long as we don't trip over our own 2 feet, because we're 5 points ahead of Sevilla Athletico, who are in 10th place. Let's see. Our 34 goals are 3rd highest. Our 29 goals are 16th best. 57, our attendance has gone up to 5th highest in the league. It was around 5,000 last time I remember, if I remember correctly. And transfer window-wise, not a lot of activity. We did have some movement, though. Let me go here real quick. Fran Hernandez, who we brought in to be a squad player and was actually getting some time off the bench, came and asked for a loan. And on the very last day of the window, essentially pitched a fit about, you haven't sent me out on loan. And I was like, dude, I can't send you out on loan if there's no one willing to take you in on a loan contract. And he was like, well, I'm just really upset. I looked at his contract. It expired this year. I let him go on a free. It didn't cost me anything. Plus, it opened up a slot, which is really, really good. I actually put that to good use, I think. We didn't have anybody else leave this transfer window. On the ins, first in, Eden Ramick, who comes to us from SV Gosendorf. My scout found him in Austria and said, hey, take a look at him. I took a look at him, and for a 19-year-old, he wasn't bad. 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. I thought I'd bring him in and start him on the other 19 squad, and ended up having to give him a slot. But that's okay. He's 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. That makes him just as good as Tendio, if not a little bit better. And the determination alone puts him head and shoulders above Tendio. I'm really regretting that signing. I can't tell you how much I'm regretting that Tendio signing. That's what I get for not just paying attention and going against my own set of rules. Then, actually, this is kind of a coup. Jacques Rochi from SC Bastia. And I remember this guy because he was on my Bastia save. And he came up as a player, and I said, I remember him. Now, this is a little different than what I remember him from. Plus, the face is different as well. I downloaded Zealand's Regen Face Pack, And so those are coming in now. There is a little bit of an oddity with it in that it doesn't recognize ethnicity, so you can get some strange returns from time to time, especially with like Korean players. But there's a way to go in and fix that. You just have to do it manually. But other than that, it's a great pack. I would recommend highly checking it out. 20 Determination automatically stands out to me. 18 years old, 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, ball-winning midfielder, also plays a really good defensive center back. That is where I am training him. And because he is an EU under 19, he does not have to be registered. So he will get playing time. Clicked on the wrong thing. And then we got Alex Robles in on loan from Sevilla. Defensive right back, also plays a really good defensive center back and can fill in defensive left back. 4.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, solid across the board. They put him out there, and I said, yes, I will definitely take him on loan. I need some more help on my defensive back line. He steps in. He's better than Marquez. He's better than almost every defensive center back I have, including Clemente. And I'm okay with that. We're paying 30% of his salary. And the fact that 30% of his salary is 1.8 thousand euros should tell me how much Sevilla thinks of him. The only downside is he can't play against his parent club. And apparently, Athletico Sevilla, which is the Sevilla B squad, counts as playing against the as a parent club. So he's not playing today, which is a little bit of a bummer. Training-wise, things are going well. Injury-wise, you know what? We can check that out here real quick. Javalilo's back, but he's not back. Christian Albert damaged his kneecap. He's out for a couple more days. Everyone else has come off, but they're kind of in that area where, oh, we're not injured, but we're totally not match fit or healthy either. So, and that's what we're dealing with. I did not want to highlight that. Where did I want to go? Timeout. 4 months. Yeah, Javalilo and Cañas are out. Oh, did I mention the other guys I signed? I may have mentioned this in a previous episode. Borja Gonzalez and Fran Delgado came in on free transfers. Gonzalez is now my new backup sweeper keeper. 2-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Not bad, not great. The low first touch is kind of a killer for me, but I think we may be able to bring that up just a little bit. And then Fran Delgado, a defensive right back, 19 years old, 2-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Here on the under 19 squad, as depth, he could see some time in the next couple years. So, that said, I'm going to double check my best 11, set my reserves, and we're going to come back with our match against Athletico Sevilla in just a bit. And we are playing our 4-2-4. Réal, Calzada, and goal. Barrera, Clemente, Ramic, and Marquez as the defensive back four. No, that's I'm thinking of someone else. Sands and Segato as the midfielders. Carrion and Ballesteros as the attack midfielders. Martin and Juanca up top as the strikers. Javalilo is back. He is off the injured list. However, he is just not match fit by any stretch of the imagination. I could have put him on the bench, but I figured why do that? I got other players I can fit in, no problem. Lump 4. Don't know what happened there. Fattore picks it up for Atletico. Up to Diore. Back over to Mena. Taps it over to Gennaro. Back to Guerre. To Mena. Out to Carballo. Top of the box. Nothing in front of him. And hooks it wide right. Ramek's at 66%. What did I miss where Ramek is at 66%? He just came off an under 19 game and I didn't realize that. Marquez. Over to Sands. Segato. Juanca. Segato. Up to Ballesteros. Taps it. Juanca gets it. Back out to Marquez on the right. Ballesteros. Marquez. Sends it in. Knocked away. Barrera's there. Can't take the shot as he fouled. Carballo fouled him. Okay, Martin. Off the post. No, come on, guys. Corner kick in, Juanca. Segato's there, but it's off Garcia. Clemente runs down the attempt to clear it. Sands taps it up to Segato. Back to Sands. Out to Juanca on the right. He holds it up. Gets by Duri. Martin's there, off the post again. Ballesteros off the post. Juanca finally puts it far post. Good grief. I wasn't looking at the match stats. Was that 3 shots not on target before this whole sequence? Holy cow. Nice save by Garcia to deny Ballesteros, but Juanca was there to follow up. I'm going to have to get Ramick off the half. You know what? Let me get him off now. You know, we'll have to bring on Roche. He's at 80%. I totally missed it. They were on the under 19 squad. I need to. Oh, that was nice. Martin scored on the header. Memo to self. I got to put Roche and Ramick on the senior squad. That was well done. I did a lot of set piece delivery practice, and I'm hoping it pays off. Martin's on a 6-5 with a goal. Well, that's because he muffed the one shot. Carrion's on a 6-5. He's complacent. We can fix that at the half. Really solid game for us. 9 shots, 6 on target, decent possession advantage. We're holding Sevilla to just 2 shots, not on target. They've had a lot of fouls. No highlights this second half so far. We are about 60 minutes in, so we're going to make a couple changes. Juanca is going to take Carrion's place. Carrion's going to come off. Mizian's going to come on. And he and Martin are going to switch. And I think that is all we're going to do for now. 80 minutes in. We're just going to make one last sub just to get a player some playing time here. We're 2 goals up. And if we manage to blow that, then frankly, we just don't deserve to win. Who am I bringing in here? We're going to get Sands off and bring on Jordan, rest Sands a little bit. I know he's 19 years old, but he's played every game. He's done a stellar job every game, too. Carballo intercepts that. Or no, he doesn't. He gets that. They're going the other way. Sevilla has the ball. Carballo to Lara. Fernandez, De La Calzada, very nice stop. Coming up on the end of the game here. Last attempt for them to score. We can't keep the clean sheet. What the hell, Football Manager? Oh, and they're denying it. I guess someone was offsides. I wasn't reading the bottom. I was too mad. Oh, okay, that was a solid game for us. 2-0 defeat, a 2-0 victory, despite the fact Martin missed a penalty kick. Juanca goal a minute later. Miguel Martin in the 31st minute, redeeming himself. A header off the corner kick. And Sevilla was 10. Yeah, they were right behind us. So we've opened up the distance between us and the others. Cordoba has an 11-point lead over everybody else, but frankly, it doesn't matter. You know, as long as you're in the top 4 and you get into the playoffs, you know, you're doing okay. Praise Juanca's performance here. He was really good. And then who are we coming back for? You know what? We can come back for Cordoba Mistoles. And then probably San Fernando and Lorca, because those will be the last 2 games of the season. Lorca's at the bottom of the table. San Fernando is near the top. So, yeah, we'll do that. Although that plan's in Jello on a sidewalk on a hot Texas day. So, other than that, a solid performance today. I was really surprised. Sevilla Athletico, a really good team. And we did ourselves right. Back to a C+. What the hell, people? Oh, that reminds me, in January, I was able to go back and ask to get a coaching class. And now I am studying for my Continental C. All right. I guess you can ask, I'm not going to say maybe once a year. If I graduate this one, I'll ask to see if I can't get the next license up in the next season. But I was really kind of surprised. January rolled around. I thought, hey, I'll check it out. And sure enough, it said, yeah. They said, sure. So, we got coaches that are going out for Continental Pros. And here I am, the Continental C. Not even a Continental C. I'm studying. So it's harder than a C+, that's for sure. So, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below.